Time for Crocktober. Thank you, Andy. This is the second installment of Crocktober, celebrating all things crockpot related. And Sue Spicer from Food by Design is here to share a classic Irish supper dish. And look at your crockpot, Sue. How long have you had this?
Oh, I think this crockpot is going into like its 25th anniversary.
Okay, we need to move this aside so we can see it in all its glory.
I have to say, though, there's a couple of things when you're looking for a crockpot.
Yeah.
To look for. I think that there are variations of this still available on the market where there are two parts of this that are important to look for. One, glass lid, because then you're not tempted. The important thing is you keep the heat into a crock pot, so you're not tempted to lift it. You can look. The other thing I love is this lovely, heavy ceramic. It goes nicely onto a table, and it keeps things nice and warm, and it can go back into your refrigerator.
Right.
So, and it cleans up beautifully.
Versatile. You've made a lot of beautiful meals in that, and we're making one today. What are we making? I'm going to do,
in a sense, it's a classic beef barley. But what I've done is I've gone to the market and I've looked at all of the great, more unusual vegetables that we've got at this time of year. So I'm wanting to incorporate them into a party in the pot.
All right.
Yeah.
So who's invited to the party?
Well, first of all, we're going to start with a couple of tips that I think are really important for making that meal super rich and delicious.
Okay.
And that is, you've got to brown up the meat and some of the vegetables. So first we're going to start with, I've sauteed up. I know it's an extra dish, and you're thinking, how nice. We've got everything just going into one pot.
Right.
After 7 hours, you're not going to have regretted using the skillet to saute up a few things.
That makes a difference with the vegetables.
It does. Now, I'm going to use leeks instead of onions, the classic. And I've got some nice big mushrooms, nice juicy mushrooms.
Gorgeous.
So with the garlic, I've just sauteed
so
that up, and that's going to go onto the bottom of the pot because we don't want anything to really stick to the bottom either while you're cooking. Okay. And then
you have a serious piece of meat over here.
I've got a serious chuck.
Do you need help lifting that?
It has been.
It looks
has
like a
been
5-pounder.
seared.
Okay.
And searing is important because it adds a little bit of that caramelization and that lovely roasted flavor. You know, you could use lamb shoulder, pork butt, and I've used a beef chuck, even a small chicken.
Yeah.
Anything goes.
Save your pennies on the cut of meat, right?
Kohlrabi. I didn't cube it up because I just thought this is so bizarre.
So how do you prepare this?
It's like a nice sweet little turnip, and you just peel it and cube it.
Okay.
And there's a little piece there if you wanted to try it.
Okay.
But I wanted to
Which
show
one are we talking about? This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Barley. Love barley in crock pot because barley absorbs all the flavors and keeps its really nice shape, and it can go for hours.
This is a little bitter, I'm not going to lie.
It's better when it's cooked.
It needs to
really
cook in the
straightens
sauce.
up. Yeah.
Okay.
Turnipy though, hey? And then some golden beets. Because if we use the red ones, we know what would happen, but the golden beets are just perfect.
Right, turns everything that color.
Instead of celery, I'm going to put in a little bit of fennel. And that's that one that has a bit of that licorice kind of anise flavor to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And again, mellows up beautifully. Beautiful garlic. I have already got it in there, but I wanted to show the, it's called hard-stemmed garlic. Grows in Alberta. Once you've tried it, you'll never go back.
How many cloves?
As many as you like. I've got 3 in here because I do like it. Warm the liquids before you put them in. Just because everything then gets up to temperature a little bit faster and a little bit more even. You don't have cold liquids coming right out.
Got it.
Now you can use anything, but I've got a vegetable cocktail here.
Okay. Can I help you?
Absolutely.
With the
beef
stock?
Broth. Yeah, beef stock.
Perfect. We're almost out of time, Sue.
Okay. Couple of snips of fresh herbs or dry herbs. Do not season with salt and pepper until you're ready to eat because everything here is going to be a party in the crock pot. It's all going to meld. They're really going to get to know each other, and it's going to be so delicious and creamy and saucy, and there you go.
Here it is, the final product. Oh, yeah, look at that beef. That looks delicious. Thank you so much, Sue. This is wonderful. Your spin on a classic.
Yes.
Great.
Thanks.
Great job, and it smells delicious, too. We're going to dig into this, but first thing, we're going to dig into the morning drive. Dave?